What moves you moves here too.
Good morning, Greensboro, North Carolina. How's everybody doing up there in these sections? These bleacher sections, I can't hear you. Are you there? Great, you're there. And at this time, if you are able, I'd ask that you please stand, as this morning's reflection will be presented by one of our student athletes. She is a senior from the Greensboro YMCA here in North Carolina. She'll be attending Emory University, where she will be a student athlete. And you know, she's a sprint queen. 50 and 100 freestyles this week, but this morning she has a few motivational words and reflective words for us. I'll turn it over to Sarah Wall.
Hi, I'm Sarah Wall, a member of the Greensboro family YMCA swim team. I've been swimming for 12 years, and as I prepare to graduate, along with the many other seniors being recognized here today, I want to take time to reflect on my journey swimming at the Y. For the past 12 years, swimming at the YMCA has been more than just a place to exercise. It has become my second home. With my team, we have shared early mornings, tough practices, victories, and setbacks, all while building lifelong friendships that we will cherish forever. The times we laughed so hard we couldn't swim straight, yelled our team cheers so loud we couldn't talk the next day, or the times we swam so hard we had to crawl out of the pool, will always be my favorite memories of my team. We have all pushed ourselves mentally and physically to become the best versions of ourselves, and the smiles and jokes from my teammates carry me through some of the most brutal practices that have gotten me here today. Everyone here has their support system they have gained through the Y, whether it is their parents, teammates, coaches, or all of the above. So turn to your teammates and coaches. Wave to your parents in the stands. Tell them how much they mean to you and how grateful you are for their support. Seniors, carry them with you into this next chapter and always be thankful for the impact swimming at the YMCA has left on you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah Wall, a senior who will be graduating this year. At this time, if you are able to please remain standing, and gentlemen, please remove your hats. Veterans, you may salute as we honor our country, the United States of America, and those that serve to protect our freedoms with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, and thank you, Sarah Wall from the Greensboro YMCA. At this time, we will now be presenting a couple of special awards to two student athletes here who are competing this week. The 2026 Adolf Kiefer YMCA Character Award winners. It submitted some information to us, a lot of information to us, and there was a panel that used some rubrics metrics and some heart and some minds to select these two very special student athletes. We'd ask that Aubrey Mitchell from the YMCA of the Triangle area please come forward to receive your award. Aubrey is a graduating senior from Riverside High School in Durham, North Carolina, and a 12-year member of the YMCA of the Triangle, YODA, whose leadership, service, and academic excellence exemplify the spirit of the Adolf Kiefer YMCA Character Award. A 4.0 GPA student and future Emory University Eagle, Aubrey balances rigorous academics with elite athletic commitment. She serves her community through numerous volunteer leadership roles. Whether mentoring young swimmers or leading team culture initiatives, she consistently leads with integrity, empathy, and humility. As one coach shared, Aubrey represents the very best of what the YMCA hopes to develop in young people. He added he would rank her in the top 1% of athletes he has coached. Big round of applause for Aubrey Mitchell. Our second Adolf Kiefer YMCA Character Award winner is Victoria Evans from the Sussex Family YMCA in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Victoria is a graduating senior at Sussex Academy in Rehoboth Beach and a 12-year member of the Sussex Family YMCA Tsunami Swim Team, a 3.75 GPA student and future Commonwealth University of Pennsylvania Bloomsburg student. Go Huskies! Victoria has served as captain of both her YMCA and high school swim team, assistant coach, and youth. She maintains a deep dedication to community service through various volunteer leadership roles. Victoria was recognized as the Sussex Family YMCA Youth Adult Volunteer of the Year. One coach shared that Victoria embodies the spirit of the YMCA and the character this award was designed to celebrate, while another reflected on her impact more personally, noting that on difficult days, he often thinks, I sure could use some of that Victoria Evans influence on me today. The Adolf Kiefer Award presented to Victoria Evans from the Sussex Family YMCA. Congratulations, Victoria. Couple of very, very special student athletes. It shows you what kind of athletes we have here. Our seniors. At this time, I'd ask that our seniors please step beyond the gates there. We're up to the poolside, don't go in. All of our seniors, please step forward. And ladies and gentlemen up in the spectator gallery, I'm gonna ask you, it's kind of a leg day, so let's stand up again as we recognize our seniors as they step up. Keep those applause going. The best of the best right here at YMCA Nationals. You've heard just about a couple of, but there are hundreds of our seniors being recognized here in Greensboro again. And back home, there are even more that we need to recognize as teams. Now, athletes, I want you to turn to the bleachers. All right, athletes, I want you to turn back, your back over there, round to the bleachers. This is your support network. They are always there for you, you know it. Even there during those times of quiet and gentle discipline and encouragement for you all as you've grown into to be a senior athlete. Whether you go on to a college to swim, they are going to be there. Athletes, give a round of applause and a salute to your swim fans, your parents, your support network. They've always been there for you. More than just a wallet or a pocketbook. They have hearts just like you do. They have their minds, they have their love for you, and I know you love them all. One more time, big round of applause, everybody. Our seniors recognized today. Thank you all. Great job. You can get some photos, parents. Quick announcement, if you've lost something, something was left in a basket last night at finals, and we picked up another electronic device here this morning. If it's yours, stop by the announcer's table. Thank you. Are you ready? Are you ready? I can't hear you. Come on, are you ready? First event, the men's 100-yard backstroke. Championship record 46.22, set 2018. Brendan Burns, upper main line. Your national record 46.01, set 2023. Daniel Deal from Cumberland. 14 heats in total. This will be heat number 1, Mr. Referee. And over on the women's side, women's 100-yard backstroker championship and national record set in 2023. Aaliyah Shackley from Blair, Pennsylvania. 51-21, 15 heats in total. This will be heat number 1, Mr. Referee. Nice one for Cody Hollenbach, 53-22 on the guy's side. Here we go, in the water. Heat number 2 for the men. It was a 53-22 for Cody Hollenbach. Out of heat number 1, he leads away. Took a 49-11 to get back into the championship final last year. 50.24 got you to the B final and get in a lane in the C final. 51-13 on the men's side last year. Over the women's side, 59-20, your lead time. Ella Warby, Central Bucks, 13 years old. And heat number 3 for the women and the men in the water. Over on the women's side, last year to get a lane in the championship final, 55-25 got you there. 56-43 to the B final, and 57-02 into the C final. Bella Matos, your top time so far on the women's side, 59-05. Luke Farkas, 52-34 leads the way on the men's side. And on the women's side, your top time, Keelan Maines, 58-78, heat number 4 in the water. On the men's side, top time, Liam Hines, 52-02. And the previous heat, Joshua Seton, Greater Somerset County, was 52-42, heat number 5 on the men's side. And on the women's side, heat number 5 in the water. Your top time, 58-22, Lola Cowing from Bangor is your leader on the deck. And on the men's side, Liam Haas leads away with a 52-02, heat number 6 in the water. And on the guy's side, still Liam Haas leading the way. Heat 7 in the water. Heat number 6 finishing up for the women. On the women's side, Maddie Barker, Waynesboro, your leader on the deck unofficially. Heat 7 of 15 in the water. On the men's side, Heat 7 of 14. Finishing up. Oh, Nicolay, 51-51, your new leader on the deck. And heat number 8 for the guys in the water. Heat number 7 finishing up here. Time to beat 57-95 on the women's side. And Ivanovic, he goes 57-52. Time on the guys' side to beat is 51-51. And it looks like Hershire will take that heat. And he's 50.72, new leader on the deck. On the women's side, heat number 8 to 15 in the water, 57-52, your time to beat. A water rat from Westport Weston, Noel Ivanovic leads the way. On the men's side, a Wahoo from Wilton, Connecticut, 50.72 leads the way. Over on the men's side, that's heat number 10 of 14, 50.72. Hirsch Iyer from Wilton, your leader unofficially on the deck. Heat number 9 of 15 in for the women. Unofficially 57.18. Lily Price from Jersey Shore. Your fastest time so far. Christian Pong going 51.46 from Chambersburg. Guys, heat number 11 to 14 in the water. Charles Medley, center of the pool. He'll be aflame at the University of Illinois, Chicago. Top time so far, unofficially 50.72. Hirsch Iyer, Wilton Waiwahoos out of a previous heat. On the women's side, heat number 10 of 15. Lily Price leads the way with a 57.18. Jersey Shore wide. Medley goes 49.28. And on the women's side, that was Gretchen Murphy, 57.36. Lily Price still has your top time. New top time on the men's side, 49.28. Time to beat. First of our 3 circle seated heats in the water. 3rd seat in the heat, in the meet. 4th last year. 3rd in the 100 fly last night, Jimmy Beeson. And it'll be Beeson at 48.28. Domingo Gatti going 48.55. Beeson still holds the top time on the men's side. the men's side, heat number 14 to 14, third of our three circle seated heats. Time to beat 48-28. Jimmy Beeson from Spartanburg holds that time. Center of the pool is Dawson Walters. He won the 100 fly last night. He's a University of Minnesota commit. Next to him, Evan Van Velzer, 6-2 back. James Sorensen on the other side. He's our 200 back champion. He'll be off to Georgia Tech. He is in lane number 5. And over on the women's side, heat number 12 of 15. Top time so far, 56-55. Madison Upton from Greensboro. Pretty big turn right there coming out of Walters. Oh, wow. And Conjatera goes 56-55. Our next event on the men's side, 200 yards of freestyle. Your championship and national record set in 2025, 133.94. Thomas Heilman, the Olympian from Piedmont. 12 heats in total. This will be heat number 1, Mr. Referee. And the previous heat on the women's side, that was our first of our three circle seated heats. We had Addison Dispo, a Westchester University commit, 7th in the 2 back last night. She was 53-62, leading the way. Second of our three circle seated heats is in the water. Claire Pilger, second in the 200 back last night, an Iowa Hawkeye commit. She's in lane 4. Vicky Sluck next to her, third in the 200 back last night. 53-62, time to beat. 200 free, heat 1 on the men's side for the 200 free. He's in the water. And close here. Got Lily Dorito. She won the consolation final last night. She has a great swim for the 13-year-old Lily Dorito, going 54-70. Heat number 2 for the men's 200 freestyle in the water. Out of heat number 1, it was Brady Vanderhey from Pal Crosley Jr. with a 142.79, our unofficial leader on the deck. Final heat for the women, heat number 15 to 15, third of our three circle seated heats in the water. Maggie Dickinson, second last year. She won the 200 back last night, center of the pool. And it's a 52.90. She'll lead the way unofficially. We'll have those results out here momentarily on the guys and women's side. Great swim, ladies. All those backstrokers need a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Great job. Thank you. Our next event on the women's side, women's 200-yard freestyle. Your championship record, 143.35, set in 2024, Anna Most from Greater Somerset County. Your national record, 145.14, Courtney Harnish, York, Pennsylvania. 12 heats in total. This will be heat number 1, Mr. Referee. Gavin. On the men's side, that was Gavin Grouser, 143.88. Bundray from Pal Crosley. The heat number 1 was 142.79. Your unofficial leader on the deck. Last year on the men's side, it took a 139.50 to get into the A final. B final to get a lane there, you were 140.63. And in the C final last year, you had to go 141.72. Over on the women's side, get into that A final last year was a 151.49. Your B final 152.68, and a lane in the C final you needed to be a 153.29. Just a little bit of a yardstick there for us all. So some pretty good backstroke times. We'll have those times out here momentarily, and those results. Heat 3 in the water for the men. 12 heats in total, and the women same 12 heats. So Logan Abel out there in lane number 5. Next to him up there in lane number 2 is Evan Menakis from Greater Somerset County. Abel from Upper Perk. Heat 4 for the men in the water. Heat number 2 for the women in the water. Hardy here on the women's side, leading the way with 50 to go. Over on the men's side, Stingray, Sanchez Gomez. That's Christian from Wilton. A real nice swim here on the women's side down here in 7. Eleanor Hardy from Pal Crosley finishes 29.76, goes 154.37, almost 2 seconds under her seed time. And we have our preliminary results from the women's 100 backstroke, eligible to swim in the D final. First of all, your alternates for the D final, Drucken, Miller, and Wang. Eligible to swim in the D final, Brooks, Thorpe, Bauer, Ivanovich, Murphy, Palmer, Kehoe, and Keller. Your alternates for the C final, Spellman and Berlin. Eligible to swim in the C final, Price, Peterson, Schrader, King, Leishman, Wolbert, O'Donnell, and Hammer. Eligible to swim in the B final, Upton, McLaughlin, Surjak, Sluck, Bernard, Fox, Meehan, and Conjitera. Eligible to swim in your championship final for the women's 100 backstroke, Cohen, Pilger, Rosalkis, Despo, Nauman, Dorito, Chelsea, and your top qualifier with a time of 52.90 seconds from Greater Milwaukee, Maggie Dickinson. The time is 9:33, 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch. Number 4 for the women in the water, 12 heats in total. Top time so far, 153.96. Gracie Ziegler, 13 years old from York and York County. Over on the men's side, 142.55. Logan Eaton Strong from McGall is your top time unofficially. Heat number 6 for the men in the water. We need a coach from Champaign County and a coach from Parkersburg YMCA to the meet administration office. Coach from Champaign County and a coach from Parkersburg to the administration room, please. Once again, Parkersburg and Champaign County to the admin room, please. And coming out of heat number 6 on the men's side, Michael Wizenko from Jersey Shore, 141.71. Unofficially your leader on the deck. And on the women's side, 152.82, Lily Kirk from the Upper Mainline YMCA. Out of heat number 4 is your time to beat so far. Unofficially, of course, until we have those results. Don't forget, championship bioforms are available. We've announced the women's 100 backstroke. Heat number 8 of 12 in for the men. Your top time remains with Michael Wizenko, 141.71. That was John Stanek from Fanwood Scotch Plains coming out with a 142.72. And on the women's side, heat 6 is in the water. Top time, Lily Kirk from Upper Mainline, 152.82 so far. Julian Adu. And Carl Lindy on the other side, on the men's side. Adu from Cheshire. Lindy from Central Bucks, Pennsylvania. Julian having a big swim. And on the women's side, Here in lane number 3. Addison Markosia from Meriden and Berlin in 53. On the women's side, heat number 7 of 12 in the water. Lily Kirk still leads the way, 152.82. Addison Markosia won the previous heat, 153.4. On the men's side, final heat before our circle seated heats, heat number 9 and 12. Time to beat, 141.71. Michael Wizenko, YMCA the Jersey Shore, out of heat 6. That's all unofficial, of course, until we get those results. Pretty big swim going on here in lane number 2. That's Eva Lyle, Greater Spartanburg, trying to get below that 152 mark for Greater Spartanburg. On the guy's side, Logan Kelly leading the way from Metropolitan Hickory, North Carolina. Swim on the women's side, led by Lyle at 151.80. That is your fastest time unofficially. On the women's side, heat number 8 of 12 in the water. 151.80, your time to beat. That was Eva Lyle from Greater Spartanburg. On the men's side, heat number 10 of 12, first of our 3 circle seated heats in the water. And on the men's side, first of our 3 circle seated heats, Jack Martin, center of the pool. He'll be a Gardner-Webb University dog in the fall. Pretty tight there. Kazmark, Tasker, Conlin, future Loyola Greyhound finishing up here on the women's side. 151.45, your new lead time on the deck. Wang. Over on the women's side, Campbell Lang comes out leading on the deck at 150-145. Amir Tasker on the guy's side, he was 137.89 out of the previous heat. Second of our three circle-seated heats for the men. He's in the water. Maddox Turnez and Owen Eisenhofer center of the pool. Eisenhofer, WVU, that's West Virginia commit, and a UGA, University of Georgia commit for Turnez. He was third in the 200 breast last night. Jack Ackerman, 13th in the 1,000, is in lane number 6. Keep around these guys as Aliska, 100 fly, swam that last evening. Was leading the way there. And on the women's side, McNamara, 151.85. Heat number 12 with 12. Third of our three circle-seated heats for the men's 200-yard freestyle. Final heat in the water. 137.89, your time to beat. Unofficially, Amir Tasker, Chambersburg Chargers. Wade Pyle, center of the pool. He'll be in Oakland University Golden Grizzly this fall. Champaign County, he's your top seed. Next to him, U.S. Naval Academy commit. Second in 1,000, 6 last year's Will Charlton from Piedmont. And 6 is Luke Hammond, University Military Academy, Golden Knight in his future. He's in 6. Keep an eye on that swim right there. And over on the women's side, heat number 10 of 12. First of our three circle-seated heats in the water. Kirsten Dietzweiler, third last year, D finalist in 23, 15th in the 1,000, center of the pool. Wolf, your leader right now. Jesse Wolf will be a Colgate Raider, 18th last year in this event. Claire Magis, Bryant Bulldog commit, she's in 5, 12th last year, 10th in the 1,000. And Shira Davidson Wildcat commit, she's in 6. Jesse Wolf, a good swim right there. Next up on the men's side, the men's 400-yard individual medley. Your championship and national record set in 2019, 3:44.08. Matt Fallon, Somerset Valley. 9 heats in total. This will be heat number 1, Madam Referee. Time trial desk closes in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Time trial desk closes in 10 minutes. So out of the previous heat on the women's side, Bryn Lewis, University of Pennsylvania commit, Quaker. 1:50.59 is your top time. Center of the pole, Jane Kavanaugh, 9th last year. In lane 4 at a Yankee from Oshkosh. 17th in the 1,000. She's in lane number 5. Lane number 3, 10th last year, Whitney Kane. Catherine Kennedy of Fordham, Ram Commit, 20th last year and 12th in the 200 breast last night. Once again, time trial tables close in 8 minutes. 8 minutes. You're on the clock. Time trials. And it's Kavanaugh with the 1:51.28. Good swim right there. Final heat, heat number 12 with 12 in for the women. Final heat, third of our 3 circle seated heats. Your top time so far, 1:50.59. Phoenixville's Bryn Lewis. So far, center of the pool, Annie Dickinson. She is our defending champion, will be an Indiana Hoosier in the fall. Next to her, lane 3, a San Diego State Aztec commit. Ava Haas from Upper Palmetto, 15th to the 2 breast last night. Aveline Walsh, 5th last year. West Virginia University commit is in lane number 5. Sarah McGann, Towson Tiger, one of our reflection providers. She is in lane number 7. Vicky Slock, 3rd, the 2 back is in lane number 6. Preliminary results, men's 100-yard backstroke, your D finalists. Alternates, DeVore, said Copen, Walker, Burnham, Farkas, Wilson, Tate, Hicks, Rowan, and Servino. Those are your D finalists. Alternates for the C final, Martin and Mitchum. Eligible to swim in tonight's C final for the men's 100 backstroke, Calderon, Schuler, Kukovecki, Minch, Iyer, Griffin, Hill, Smith. Eligible to swim in the B final, Mazuba, Michaels, Van Erman, Vec, Ryan, Van Velzer, and Mahorne. Tied for 8th, Pretty and Medley, potential swim-off. And 49.73 for Dickinson. That looks to be your top time. We'll have those results out here momentarily. Our next event, the women's 400-yard individual medley, your championship and national record. Set in 2015, Megan Small, York YMCA, 4:03.96. 7 heats in total. This will be heat number 1, Mr. Referee. With Chandler Henry, Lynchburg out of heat number 1 of 9, leader on the deck at 4:13.29. Again, continue at the men's 100-yard backstroke results. We have a tie for 8th with Pretty and Medlin. Eligible to swim in tonight's championship final for the men's 100 backstroke. Wasco, Metz, Torres, Gotti, Beeson, Sorensen, and your top qualifier with a time of 47.06. From the YMCA Metro Milwaukee, Dawson Walters. The time is 9:56. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch. Not 30 seconds, 30 minutes. Thank you. We do have bioforms that are available. Bioforms are available at the help desk and the announcer's table. We need a coach from Fox Valley and a coach from the YMCA of the North Shore. Coach from Fox Valley and a coach from the YMCA of the North Shore to the administration room. Fox Valley, Y of the North Shore to the admin room, please. Thank you. We will have a swim off on the men's 100 backstroke, 10 minutes after the last relay in the men's pool. That'll be for the A final. Stick around. All right, our IMers in the water heat 2 for the men, heat number 1 for the women. What did it take to get back to the A final last year? Get a lane in the A final last year to go 4:00:24. Into the B final, you had to go 4:03:79. Into the C final, you grab a lane 4:07:14. On the women's side, secure a lane in the A final last year, 4:26:93. Your B final, you had to go 4:30:39 to get in there, and into your C final, 4:32:87. All last year. So a few yardsticks. See how we're doing this year. Once again, championship bioforms are available. Please stop by the help desk or the announcer's table to pick up your bioform. Fill it out if you are in the championship final. Thank you. Number 2 is 7 in for the women. That was 4:36:85. And for the guys, heat number 3 of 9 in the water. Preliminary results of the men's 200 freestyle. We need a coach from Farmington Valley to the time trial table, please. Coach from Farmington Valley Time trial table, please. Farmington Valley, thank you. Preliminary results, men's 200 freestyle. Eligible to swim into D final, Williams, Abel, Wall, Rutherford, Ayers, and Weaver. Your alternates for the C final. Wall and Rutherford. Eligible to swim in the C final. Harada, Adu, Charlton, Wizenko, Wool, Touchberry, and Kavanaugh. We have a tie for 16th. Men's 200 freestyle, Ross and Liska. Eligible to swim into B final. Rogers, Kelly, Hines, Vec, Hammond, McClure, and Kazmark. And eligible to swim in the championship final for the men's 200 freestyle, Conlon, Ackerman, Pyle, Martin, Turnus, Charlton, Eisenhofer, and your top qualifier with a time of 1:37.89 from Chambersburg YMCA, Amir Tasker. Time is 10:02. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch. Preliminary results of the women's 200 freestyle. Alternates for the D final, Kelsey and Abbott. Eligible to swim in the D final, Brown, Arias, Dahash, Schroeder, Minerly, Green, Kovlowski, and Pfaff. Alternates for the C final, Novinsky and Kane. Eligible to swim in the C final, Curtin, Kirk, Kennedy, Horvitz, Saperchi, Giaffredino, Anderson, and Petrakis. Eligible to swim in your B final, Sadri, Lucier, Lyle, Silver, Lang, Yankee, McNamara, and Phillips. Eligible to swim tonight's championship final for the women's 200 freestyle, Curtin, Kirk, Kennedy, Horvitz. I'm sorry. That was the C final. Championship final will be Magus, Walsh, Dietzweiler, Lewis, Wolf, Hayes, Kavanaugh, and your top qualifier with a time of 1:49.73, Andy Dickinson from Greater Milwaukee. Your time is 10:04. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch. Over on the guy's side, out of lane number 6, great swim right there for 11:73 for Justin Flynn. That was for 11:73 for Eric Funnestock from Champaign County. On the women's side, good swim here. 4:34.63 for Cooper. That's Addison Cooper. Stock leading the way for 11:73 on the guys' side. Heat number 4 and 9 in for the men. Heat number 3 is 7 for the women. 4:34.63, Addison Cooper, the Upper Main Line YMCA, leading the way unofficially. Once again, we need a coach from Farmington Valley to the time trial table, please. Farmington Valley coach, please report to the time trial table, please. Thank you, Farmington Valley, to the time trial table, please. Once again, championship bioforms are available. Did real well with them yesterday. I'd like to have them in before you leave the natatorium this morning. We have our A finals pretty much figured out with the exception of one. Pretty tight up there on the men's side. And it will be like Brooks at 4:06.00. Great swim, Dalton Brooks from Lakeland Hills. Tight swim here on the women's side. One of heat number 3 is 7. Freeman and Koch. Then Koch, Lakeland Hills. Maya Freeman, Wyatt, the Jersey Shore. That'll be Freeman. Heat time of 4:31.43 out of heat 3. It's 4 IM, heat number 4 is 7 in the water. Top time so far, 4:41.33. Maya Freeman, by the Jersey Shore. Over on the guy's side, your top time 4:06.00. Dalton Brooks from Lakeland Hills out of heat 4. Heat 5 in the water for the guys. The psych sheets for time trials have been posted. Psych sheets for time trials have been posted. I ask our coaches to please check your times and entries on the psych sheets for our time trial session this afternoon. Once again, psych sheets for time trials have been posted. Please double check your entries and your times. Thank you. Maya Freeman still holds that top time, 4:31.33. She'll be a Duquesne Duke in the fall. Over on the guys' side. Looks like quad. I'm sorry, it looks like mini. For Emmy Lyons, Carmine. White following closely, Ethan White from Chambersburg. Over on the women's side. Stewart down here in lane number 8. Bella Stewart from Spartanburg. Up there in 2. It's Quad from Lakeland Hills. Moving up Carlson from Countryside. Carlson will be a Northern Kentucky University Viking in the fall. And on the guys' side, with finishing up first has been a 4:03.97, top time so far. Number 6 in the water for the men. 9 heats in total. Top time, Carmine, 4:03.97 from Emmy Lyons. On the women's side, your time to beat 4:31.33. Greg Carlson, Countryside, Ohio. And Stewart tied with that last turn. Who's got the speed to chase it home? So moving up on lane number 6 is Detweiler from Chambersburg, and on 2 is Quad. And it'll be Stewart, followed by Carlson. So Stewart going 4:32.78. Heat number 5 of 7 for the women in the water, 400-yard individual medley. Heat number 6 for the guys is in the water. Fontana was leading from the Wahoos down here in lane number 8. But now your breaststrokers moving up on the guys' side. Suggs to Sorbo at 156.29 now. Followed by Burke and then Fontana. On the women's side is Strassheim, and then Chappell and Skubiak. Don't forget those championship bioforms. Please pick them up. Fill them out and turn them in before you leave the natatorium this morning. That would be great, very helpful. Thank you. Through the file on the women's side, Chappell and Strassheim are your leaders. Still Suggs to Sorbo for the men. Once again, championship bioforms athletes, please pick them up. Coaches, try to turn them in. Very tight right now. On the men's side, we've got Suggs to Sorbo, Tungate, and Fontana on the 308 range. Also Burke running in there. Women's side, on lane number 7 right now, is Strassheim. There's Strassheim from Piedmont. And on the guy's side, a real good time right there. Suggs to Sorbo. He hits the wall at 4:03.25. That's your new leader on the deck. Heat 7 of 9 in the water for the guys. 4:03.25. Unofficially, your leader on the deck, Jack Suggs de Sorbo from Piedmont Family YMCA. On the women's side, Heat 5 of 7. Catherine. Down here in lane number 7 is Strassheim. Number 3 shall be Duquesne Duke. That's Catherine Simpson. They head into the freestyle leg. Still Strassheim at 3:56, second parry. Third shot bell on the guy's side, Young. Your leader after the fly, followed by Parsons and then Kukavecki. Finishing up on the women's side for 27:19. That is your new lead time on the deck. Heat number 6 of 7 for the women is in the water. First of our 2 circle seated heats. Center of the pool, Megan Ayers, 4th last year, 2nd in 1,000 this week. She's in 4. Megan Simpson was 3rd in the 1,000. She's in 5. And she up in 1, 7th in the 100 fly. Scout McQueen off to be an Iowa State Cyclone in the fall, 8th last year. Serena Dickey will be part of the fight in Illini in Illinois. She was 2nd in the 100 fly last night, 17th in this event in 24. Emily Siddell will be up to be a Cincinnati Bearcat in the fall, 17th last year. Grace Hunt, 11th last year. She's in lane 7. She'll be a UGA Bulldog, 2nd in the 2 breast. Last night, 19th in 24 in this event. And Michaela Ellis, a Boston University Terrier commit from Farmington Valley, 12th in the 1,000. She's in lane number 8. Top time so far, 4:27.19. Claire Streisheim from Piedmont. Over on the guys' side. Heat 7 of 9. And into the freestyle. Parsons, your leader. Nash Parsons, R.C. Durr, followed by Cullen McGraw from Chambersburg, and then Tyler Young from Boise, Idaho. Final heat on the guys' side before the circle seated heats. On the men's side, first of our 3 circle-seated heats in the water. And lane 1 is Owen Harmon, 22nd. Last year, it'll be a South Carolina Gamecock in the fall. 11th in the 100 fly last night. Henry Smith, 6th in the 1,000 from Piedmont. He's in 2. Luke Hottle, 20th last year. 17th in the 200 press last night from Lynchburg's in 3. Hudson Wrights from Lynchburg's in 4. Grant Dwyer, 11th last year, 18th in the 2 back and last night. Why the North Shore, he's in 5. Neil Alejandro, 13th last year. He was in the D final 2 years ago from Cheshire. In 6. Carter Smith's in 7, 7-6 last year in Greater Somerset County. Max Kelty from Hickory is in lane number 8. We need a coach from Yoda. Coach from Yoda to the administration room, please. A coach from the YMCA of the Triangle area, affectionately known as Yoda, to the admin room, please. Thank you. Right on the guy's side. Into that freestyle, first of our 2 circle seated heats. They'll be finishing up. Second of our 2 circle seated heats, heat number 7 is 7 in the water for the women. Time to beat 4:22.07. Megan Ayers from Piedmont out of the previous heat. And your guys making their way home. Yeah, pretty good swim right there. Looks like Rice at 3:57.90. Hudson Rice from Lynchburg will be your leader on the deck. On the guy's side, heat number 9 to 9, second of our 2 circle seated heats is in the water. On lane number 1, 18th and 100 fly last night, Dylan Wan, Jersey Shore. John Ideche, 18th last year, 7th in the 1,000 from Greater Somerset County's in 2. Braden Hale, 11th in the 2 breast last night, 14th last year in this event. In Cheshires, he's in 3. William Reese, he was 4th in this event last year. He won the 200 breast last night. Westchester University commit rams up from York and York County is in 4. John Brostowitz, 6th last year, 8th in the 200 breast from Milwaukee. He's in 5. Jeremiah Reed, 13th in the 2 back last night. And Wyckoff's in 6. Ken McLaughlin, West Virginia University commit, 2nd in the 2 back from Kennewaw. He's in 7. And Max Ruffer, he'll be a mammoth at Amherst College in the fall, definaled in 2024 in this event. He's in 8 from Somerset County. And we'll see where we are on the women's side. Working our way through the breaststroke. That's Claire Burns, 2nd in its event last year, 4th in the 200 breast last night, followed by Walsh, the WVU commit from the 200 free moments ago. She was 3rd last year in this event. She's in 5. Gusson's in 3. 24th in the 2 back. And last night, Grace Curtis, future Lehigh Mountain Hawk, 11th last year, season 2. Sedona King, 15th last year's in 3. Webb, 25th last year's in 6. Bonavia in 7. 13th in the 2 breast, and Jernigan is in 8. Very close here, trying to get below that 422, so Aveline Walsh. Claire Burns putting it together here on a morning swim into 4 IM. Swim there for Aveline. And swim at a 4:21.71. So those two will be swimming right next to each other tonight. Walsh and Burns unofficially. We'll be resuming at 10:45, 15-minute break on the women's side before the relays. 10:45 restart for the women. 10:45, here we go on the men's side. Time to beat 3:57.90. We'll be finishing it up here momentarily.
What moves you moves it to?
Siddall and Simpson. Eligible to swim in the championship final for the women's 400-yard individual medley. Bonavia, Webb, Simpson, Burns, Ayers, Dickey, Hunt, and your top qualifier with a time of 4:21.71 from York and York County, Aveline Walsh. The time is 10:42 a.m. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch. Preliminary results for the men's 400-yard individual medley. Alternates for the D final, Rowan and Patel. Eligible to swim in the D final. Sletterland, Dickey, McDonald, Hinckley, Brown, Hightower, Bergner, and Grind. Your alternates for the C final, Davidson and Nelson. Eligible to swim in the C final. Kelty, Young, Harmon, Tungate, McLaughlin, Burke, Fontana, and Brooks. Eligible to swim in the B final. Nenny, Ree, Alejandro, Parsons, Idoche, McGraw, Brostowitz, and Suggs DeSorbo. Eligible to swim in tonight's championship final for the men's 400-yard individual medley. Juan, Smith, Hottel, Rice, Hale, Dwyer, and Smith. That's Henry Smith and Carter Smith. And your top qualifier with a time of 3:51.41 from York and York County, William Reese. Your time is 10:43 a.m. You have 30 minutes to declare your intentions to scratch. Don't forget to stop by, pick up championship bio forms. Two minutes before we speak. I'm sorry, it's 2 minutes before we begin our women's There you go, championship bio forms. How we doing up there, swim fans? Good to see you all. I have a question for you all. Swim fans, are you ready for some relays? Women's 200-yard freestyle relay, your championship and national record set in 2024, Bull, Mosh, Castro, and Thompson, Greater Somerset County, Y. 6 heats in total. This will be heat number 1, Mr. Referee. Bramwell 3, Wolf 4, McGrath 5. Chippewa Valley, Wyckoff, and Summit. 23 going out. Center of the pool, Jesse Wolf, 23.80. Pretty good split right there. Next up, men's 200-yard freestyle relay, your championship and national record 1:19.83. Heilman, Brown, Hathaway, and Charlton, Piedmont. National and championship record, 9 heats in total. This will be heat number 1, Mr. Referee. Wyckoff 137.75 for Wyckoff, leading off the Sharks. Piedmont leading the way on the men's side. Piedmont leading the way on the women's side out of heat 2. 137.75 is your time to beat on the women's side. And 24.87 Piedmont on the men's side at heat 1. We need a coach from Frederick County. Frederick County. That's again Frederick County to the time trial table, please. Coach from Frederick County to the time trial table, please. Thank you. Heat 2 for the guys in the water. Heat number 3 for the women. 135.88, your fastest time on the women's side. Piedmont, 124.87. Piedmont on the men's side. Will it be? Wow, West Morris. Great swim right there. They go 138. And on the women's side, once again, your time to beat 135.88. Heat 4 of 6 in the water first of our 3 circle seated heats. We need a coach from Fox Cities. Fox Cities to the time trial table, please. Coach from Fox Cities to the time trial table, please. Thank you. All right, on the guy's side, you got to go 124, Piedmont. New coach from Spartanburg. Spartanburg to the time trial table, please. Coach from Spartanburg to the time trial table, please. Thank you. In the water here on the women's side, heat number 5 of 6. Second of our 3 circle seated heat, center of the pool. Why the Jersey Shore. Finishing up, third swimmer in, Casey Dubuque. Mira Washington. On the women's side, your time to beat right now. 135.86, upper main line. Over on the guys' side, heat number 4 and 9 in the water. Washington hold off the field. And she does, going 23.66 there on the end, 134.02, your new top time. Final heat for the women in the water. You know, 6 of 6, look at this. Not much separating these groups. On the men's side, good swim there. 26.45. Looks like Milwaukee heading out of the prelims. Pretty good swim right there from Milwaukee at 134.17. Could be Jersey Shore unofficially. We'll have those results out here in a few minutes. Great job, ladies, on the relays. We'll be finishing up with the men's side. Put your hands together for those women's relays. Nice job. On again. Results will be out here in a few minutes. Guys, side top time so far looks like Racine at 126.45 out of heat number 4. Heat 5 currently in the water. There will be a couple of swim-offs on the guys' side 10 minutes after the last relay. And out of lane number 4, that's Western Connecticut down there in lane number 8 at 126.28. Regional Y.
What moves you